Hey guys, Danielle the Salty Cooker here. We are at gorgeous Rythmia and I'm here with Gio. You guys know I'm a huge fan of breathwork, and Gio, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Gio, founder of Elemental Rhythm Breathwork. Breathwork has changed my life in the most amazing ways, and I never thought in a million years I'd be teaching people breathwork. My background is serial entrepreneur, but that shifted once I started going on more of, I guess, an inward journey of self-awareness, maybe a spiritual journey you might call it. And one of the places it also led me to this journey was here at Rythmia, and I've seen so many lives change here, including my own. And I've been fortunate enough to become one of the guest speakers here and also help them with their breathwork program and integration program, where we use specific breathing modalities to help foster a deeper sense of self-awareness, help with integration when they come back, and make a daily practice that I've seen impact people in ways I couldn't even imagine. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be here today, hanging out with you and sharing.
And this is why we actually chose this week, was because of Gio. The last time that we were here, Friday night, I had a massive breakthrough. I'm sobbing uncontrollably. I can barely eat dinner. I'm like, I just got to go back to the room and collect myself. But it was a massive, massive release. So yeah, I'm getting chills talking about it. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about what is breath work.
Yeah, good question. Some people say, "Oh, I breathe all the time." What is breath work? And unlike yoga, like if you ask like 9 out of 10 people, or if you ask 10 people, 9 out of 10 of them will say like yoga is like stretching, it's like a spiritual thing, and they have a pretty similar answer. But breath work is like a blanket term because it covers so many different areas and so diverse. Anything from pranayama, which is one of the limbs of yoga, where they do specific breathing techniques that are thousands of years old. There's like Wim Hof breathing, there's different like holotropic, elemental rhythm, and they all kind of serve a different purpose. Some breathing techniques that help you to feel more calm, or help you to sleep better, or to help relieve stress, all the way to these deeper journeys like you explained, where you can have these full-on emotional releases, or like almost like a psychedelic type out-of-body experience. And yeah, it's just this beautiful, impactful process that's kind of mind-blowing, because you're not taking anything, you're just using your breath and allowing yourself to go deep, and you can have these pretty wild experiences.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Um, and one thing I would like to also ask is, what separates your breath work from others, like your style?
Yeah, it was interesting. Like I had my first teacher was Wim Hof, and I was training with him, and that style of breath work, and it resonated with me. And when I came back to Toronto after having like a really life-changing experience in Colorado, I was just searching for more. Like I was chasing that kind of that experience. I had an out-of-body experience, and I was crying like a baby for the first time in like years. And I was so curious about it. And what I did was I started breathing to the music and the rhythm of music. And I found that this rhythmic breathing that was synced to the music was helping me to go deep every time. And as I would breathe, one of the things that breathwork does is it brings you into this state, I think they call it transient hypofrontality. It's like this flow state where you unlock creativity. And I just have these insights, okay, like try breathing like this, or use this technique. And what started developing, or was being birthed, was this process that's now called elemental rhythm, where we use very specific breathing techniques, sync to music, and using some very specific meditations to help open the heart, to help go back into like childhood, inner child healing, and so many other things. Because it's very interesting, because when you start doing this kind of breathing, your brainwaves start to change. And your brainwaves go from like beta to alpha, even theta, which they say is, a much more suggestible state where you can kind of reprogram the subconscious mind. And also your defense mechanism, like the default mode network, which is like usually like the analytical part of the brain, which is like thinking, or they say where the ego resides, which is like judging and ruminating. The activity kind of changes, not unlike when you're doing like plant medicines.
Mm-hmm.
And it creates a space where you can go a lot deeper into yourself. And so we've been really playing with that, and working with that in some unique ways that are just having amazing results with people, and creating these really beautiful experiences where people can go and like literally change their story. Like things happen to us in life, and we carry this belief, what it means about us, what it means about the world. The lens through which we see the world changes. Maybe we don't trust anymore, or we're afraid, or we're shy. But going back into that space, it can allow you to change that. So like, yeah, the things still happen, but your emotional reaction is not going to be charged anymore. That wound starts to heal a little bit, and it creates the most incredible transformations in people.
And I have to say, absolutely. Like for even anxiety, I'll get a lot of anxiety for meeting some new people, or being in a situation that, is kind of putting you out of your comfort zone. And personally, guys, I have found that doing even 5 minutes of breath work before going into that situation, or that setup, just helps me clear my mind, get out of your head and just focus on the breath. And it's a game changer. Um, how often should somebody do breath work?
Yeah, like anything, it's a practice, and you got to find something that I think works for you, where you don't want it to be like a chore. But I think, like, in a perfect world, people should do breathwork daily, even if it's 5 minutes. Recent studies have shown that even 5 minutes of breathwork had more benefits than meditation, was longer lasting for anxiety and stress and stuff like that. So it doesn't take a lot to create a shift. But even if it's 1 minute, just that conscious breathing will help to kind of settle you down and change your state. And some of the longer sessions, it's like, like do it as you need it. You can do a few in a row if you really feel like you want to go deeper. If you want to do it every once in a while, that's okay too. It's just more like a personal thing. But I think doing it once a day, keeps the doctor away type thing.
I love it. What are some great ways for somebody to incorporate breath work? Do you feel like maybe in the morning and is there anything that works better, or?
Yeah, so I like doing breathwork first thing in the morning, because it just really starts your day in that kind of like raising your vibration, clearing your mind, bringing some creativity, maybe even opening up your heart a little bit, setting some intention. So it's a great way to start your day and like really just put some intention into what you want to create that day or what you want to accomplish. But then again, like even like after work, or if you're feeling stressed, like you can bring it anytime. Even just a few deep breaths will help to slow your heart rate down. If you breathe into your nose, into your belly, and just slow your exhale down, it just help you to relax before bed. So you can really use it anytime. But I'd say if you're gonna like make a practice and you picked once, I'd say first thing in the morning, minimum 5 minutes, and you start noticing a difference.
Okay. Oh, that's great information. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. And
you're
thank you
welcome.
for joining me today.
Oh, my pleasure.
And we just want to get this information out so you guys can get a hold of Geo. What would be the best way for them to reach out to
Yeah,
you?
you can come to our website, elementalrhythm.com, or Elemental Geo, or come to Rythmia and experience it in person here. But yeah, you can reach out to me, and there's so many amazing breathworks out there. You can look on YouTube, and you just find what resonates with you. I think that's what's most important.
And we'll also include some information to Geo's website, his information on there, so you guys can always just click on that and reach out to him directly. And yeah, and always, if you want to look at the Rythmia schedule, you can see when Geo's going to be here. How often do you normally come to?
I'm here usually 3 or 4 times a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to come hang out with me, I'd love to meet you. But like every week here is amazing. Like every week is just like transformations are happening. Like how they created this place, it blows my mind. Like to have that vision, and I'm so grateful for Jerry for being so courageous to put something like this together. And yeah, every time I come here, I meet the most amazing people and witness the most amazing transformations, including my own. So highly recommend checking it out.
Yes, it is such an incredible place, and definitely, absolutely mind-blowing. If you guys can tell, I've had chills this entire time because the experiences are just insane. And the combination of the medicine with the breath work is just so beautiful to see those two things come together. So yeah, thank you so much.
Excited for tomorrow night's breathwork. Tonight's the last ceremony, so
yeah,
lots more to go.
I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.